You put this on video, me counting to 5.
Yes.
I love
Don't.
it. I
Don't.
like that.
I know it's cute. She be like,
She was like,
then the faces.
it's the Hey Girl Hey
I can't stand y'all.
podcast on Urban
Hey.
Media today. Oh, how
Hey.
I've missed you all
I know.
so
Mhm.
much.
I know, child.
So much.
Yes, Lord.
I don't recall getting an invite over to LaShawn's house for 4th of July, though.
Yeah.
You
There was nobody.
Sean, hell nobody?
No.
She ain't have
I
none.
did.
She ain't do nothing.
Oh, you
I-
full
Well, actually, my aunt cracked me up. She came over my house on the 4th. On the
The
4th
one
of
that made
July.
the tuna stuff?
Yes. Cause
You tell me.
because her friend asked her, because these are like dating questions. You ask people like, "Can you cook?" You know, these are the things. And he asked her, "Can she cook?" So she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make some ribs for him." She made some ribs. Do you know it was like 95 degrees on 4th of July? And she's outside she came over my house to cook her ribs on my grill. It was hot as it was blazing out there.
Hip hop and
And
R&B.
yeah, you're hot as hip hop and R&B. And I wanted to leave her like hours ago, but I sat out there with her. We watched TV. I put the fan on because it's enclosed back there. I put the fan back there. We chill. I had a good time though. But that was my wait. Kiki, I'll punch you in the forehead.
Because
That
I
was
don't,
my
where are we going?
yeah, that was my 4th of July. So
Okay.
no, I didn't cook. Somebody was at my house, my aunt. So no, it wasn't. I didn't cook. I didn't have any cookout or anything like that. I'm not doing that for.
Yeah, I didn't either. I stayed home.
Yeah.
What about you, Jer?
My cousin cooked, and I went to her house on the 4th of July. So
Okay. Did y'all social distance?
No.
No. No, you didn't.
Mm.
Because if you would have said yeah, I'd be like, you a damn lie.
No, it was like about 7 of us, though. Yeah, about 7 of us.
7 people that been 7 different places with 10 different people with them other 10 people.
She talking about your family, which is your family too. So anyway, we're gonna go into the. Oh, did you see what she did?
No, I didn't mean it that. I promise you, I did not mean it that way. I swear.
Oh, you shady.
I swear I did not.
Yeah, that's not of God.
I always get. Anyways.
You got something in your eye. All right.
We love you, Jer. You know that. Jer, you know what? You're our millennial. So in this last 10 minutes, just what does success mean to you? Like if someone says you're successful, would you accept that compliment? Would you accept that? What do you think successful is?
Success to me is getting to where you need to be in order to be a better you and advancing yourself. So some people may say I'm successful because I have 2 college degrees and I'm working all these jobs and things like that. Although I agree with it, but there's still more to me that I need to advance in. So I'm not. So
would you say you were successful?
I think I've had succeeded in a lot of things, but successful, I have to say yes and no too, because there's still more that I feel like I need to do in order for me to get to that tier. You know what I mean? Now, yes, I have succeeded, like I said, in a lot of things. So I would agree to. I mean, some people may, looking out from the outside, looking in, would say, Jerry, you're very successful. You know what I mean? That's great. But to me, I don't feel that way. At least not yet. Just because I feel like there's still so much that I need to do. Like I said, for me to get to where I need to be. But yeah.
Miss Chatterchick?
I think success is relative, and it's a daily ongoing task. So there's some mothers that feel they're successful because they've raised their children successfully without them being in trouble. That's a level of success. I mean, I think today I got through with work and completed my task today. I was successful at that. So, and then, my family's good. I talked to them, and I reached out to the people that I wanted to and told them I love them. That's success in that, so I don't like to put it on careers or anything like that, or being in love to be the barometer or the thermometer on how my success is. Because that's not how it goes for me. Like I said, it's a task and it's a daily thing for me. So I make these goals, and it's relative. It's different for everybody. So I can't say that I don't feel successful, because I'm successful in everything that I do. Mm-hmm. When I make the attempt, my attempt was successful because I made the attempt. Whether or not I completed it, the whole thing was to start the attempt to do it. So I can't get into that and beating myself up like, I think I could have done this, or I'm not successful in that. I mean, I'm already talking against myself, and I just won't do it. I won't. So it's relative.
I had a conversation about that, because my understanding of success was, I don't want to say equated, but like you would relate it to money or your career. You would look at someone who drove a fancy car, who wore, designer suits, shoes, carried themselves a certain way, and you would look at it as successful. That's what the hood taught me. So
right.
Being around people who participated in that type of lifestyle, or with that type of belief, thinking how you perceive yourself or your image means that you're successful versus your personal accomplishments. Like, I graduated college with a degree, halfway through my second degree. I have a business, so that's successful. I raised my child without any babies, without any arrest warrant or arrest record. That's successful. Owning a house. I've owned a house and sold my house, didn't lose my house. That's successful. My career. But sometimes if I feel like it's not where I wanted it to be, like I haven't reached a goal, then I don't look at myself as successful. Yes. So I didn't look at those many accomplishments as an accomplishment, as a success. So I learned something today. A lot of people feel that success comes from status.
Yes.
That comes from likes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Success comes from shares and retweets and posts and comments and followers. We're kind of getting it mixed up now. And it's so confusing. And it can damage your way of thinking, your mental health. Because people think, wow, I didn't get nobody double click, nobody liked my image. I'm not successful.
Yeah.
To go as far as to be an Instagram model, and no shade towards Instagram models, but that's a goal for somebody. And you become an Instagram model, it's like, I'm successful. And to me, it's like, really? That's successful? It's whatever goal you set to accomplish and you've accomplished it, you are successful in that aspect.
Yeah. That's why
before I thought it was just one umbrella, and thinking in every area of my life, if I've reached a certain level under that umbrella, then I'm successful. I didn't look at it as many pockets.
But a lot of times we dictate our success on what other people think about us, and that's bad. Or we measure ourselves against other people,
right?
And if we don't have the car that they have, or we're not driving, we don't have the house, that we're not successful. But do we really want to go through the steps that they went through to get what they got? Will we still call that success?
And a lot of people, they look at it from the outside looking in. Like,
you don't know if they leasing that car.
Right. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know
if it's their grandmama car.
Right.
A rental car.
And you're sitting here and you're working daily, paying your bills, and your credit score is good, and you're not, and you're calling yourself, oh, I'm not success. I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You really have.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't measure yourself. That's a hard thing to measure you. So I mean, that whole I can't measure myself. It just won't work for me. So call me cocky or whatever it is. I mean, God made me special, and I'm going with that.
I'm glad you brought that up. Someone told me a long time ago. He passed away. He was saying that people want to be what Jesus was. They want to be that leader. They want that power. They want to live that life that Jesus led. And what they forget is everything that he went through in the end. You know, people spit on him and they threw rocks on him and they made him carry a cross and they pierced nails in his hand and his feet and cursed him and talked bad about him and talked about him and didn't see, regardless on how many times he had to show, you know, who he was, they still wanted that. You know what I mean? They still talked about him, rather.
Yeah, but
so
you're willing to
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm done. Okay.
No, I mean, it's like, are you willing to do all that to get that greatness? I mean, he showed us an example, but I mean, and this is for Christian people and believers. I mean, but he laid down his life so that we wouldn't have to do that, but we know what it takes to get to that greatness. You know, we know what to do. And he was the prime example. So that whole thing of just measuring up, we could never measure up to anybody else because that is not our measuring stick.
Right.
You know, that's not our plot in life, you know, to live those things. I mean, I look at some people and I've really learned in my maturing, you know, to celebrate people and celebrate some things. And I've said some things to people that that are really doing well. And I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of you. That is great that you did that. And they look at me like, I've never heard that. No one says how proud they are.
Wow.
You know, you would think that's something that somebody would say to them because of what they accomplished, but they never heard that because all along they've been fighting and trying to get this together to please this person, and they never heard, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, I'm just celebrating you. I celebrate you for whatever. You know, you did a new weave technique and it looks good and you don't look hot or nothing. I'm proud of you. You did that whole weave technique. That's wonderful. I'm learning to celebrate. You know, I'm really celebrating people in all their accomplishments and those are goals. Those are things. And I don't want to be that hater. Because you start to hate people, you know, you see somebody in love and I'm learning to see, like when I see people in love now, you know how some people say, and it's not that it's not, I'm learning now that it wasn't a bad thing. It was just that I was ignorant of it. You know how you see people and you go, man, I wish I was in love. Oh, that's a wonderful love. You know what I mean? My thing is, wow, I'm so glad you got that because you got it. I can get it too.
Right.
So I'm celebrating you and what you got. And I'm excited about what's coming to me.
We need to take a break. Like we're told twice, we're told two different ways rather, to take care of ourselves, to make sure that we are happy with our own lives. We have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves mentally, physically, and find our own happiness. And at the same time, look out for your sisters and make sure your sisters and your brothers are good and uphold one another. So it's a lot, but it's a life lesson that if you're listening or if you're watching the video, know that it's perfectly normal to feel maybe I have more to do. If that's the fire you need under your butt, go.
Because you do.
Go.
Yeah.
Because don't get complacent. You'll have regrets.
Yep. Yeah. Do not be comfortable at all. Like you said,
you'll have regrets.
You're right. That.
Because if you see somebody without a goal, they never say, you see somebody without a goal. If you don't have a goal to reach tomorrow, what are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. So you always have more to do. Right. People that are successful are always working a plan, working it.
So they could be even more successful or successful in the next phase.
Yes. It's just that you don't have to measure up your success against somebody else. You just keep your plan going and keep it working every day. Have something on your mind that you're going to do for tomorrow, for the rest of the week, for the rest of your life.
And surround yourself by go-getters too.
Exactly.
Y'all can't be complaining together.
Oh my God. That's the worst kind of group.
No.
They will drain the life out of you. Yeah, they will drain the life out of you. We've been around those people. There are certain people I will not go around because they do drain the life out of me. Every time you talk to them, they be like, you go, how you doing? I'm just making it, child.
Like, come on. Like,
you ain't made it?
Got no money. I've done that.
Yeah.
Because you think you could be honest. You're just being honest. But it's like,
you ain't being honest. You ain't just making it. You made it. Right. You're 100% of the battle. You're 100% won. If you went from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you're 100% over. You made it. Stop. I hate that. That's just me. My pet peeve. I'm done.
Breathe. And tell everybody how they can find us.
Yeah, just be looking. Find something to do. That's what you need to do. I just need to tell you. Hey, I'm not even going to tell you where to look. Why don't you do this tomorrow? Why don't you just look up Hey Girl Hey podcast? Hey, do something.
Because if you look up Hey Girl Hey, you're going to find somebody else.
You're going to find somebody else. But if you see my face, this is the one. Okay, so on Instagram, Hey Girl Hey podcast 2018. And on Facebook, Hey Girl Hey podcast. And on Twitter, Girl Hey 2018. Or you can email us at the Hey Girl Hey podcast at gmail.com, like some of the other people have, and they left us nice little notes. I hope they got a resolution or, some kind of advice today. Or you can call us at 412-709-6130.
And where can they hear past episodes?
Past episodes, we are on multiple platforms such as Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, TuneIn, Live 365, Anchor FM, and UrbanMediaToday.com.
And Podbean.
Podman. I knew there was another one. I'm about to write that one down. Yes.
Yeah. Make sure you vote for us. Vote Urban Media Today. Also, Urban Media Today Talk Sports for Best Podcast. The Hey Girl Hey podcast. Vote for us for the City Paper's Best of 2020 issue. Log on to PittsburghCityPaper.com for the list of nominations and make sure you send us a vote. Thank you so much. I am your radio chick, Kiki Brown.
And I am the chatter chick, LaShawn Tipton.
I'm your millennial chick, Jerry Tipton.
One day she gonna drop bars.
I got time. I'm in quarantine, so I'm gonna drop them.
She's dropping Hershey bars. She's like, hey. This is Jerry. Chocolate chip. Reese cup. Hershey bar.
He said Hershey bar.
Hershey bar.
Okay.